Sergino Dest has an ACL injury.
You shut up! I'm so fucking scared right now, you shut up!
This is bad. This is really, really bad. Sergino Dest seems to have injured his ACL and will be out for the next 9 months, missing the rest of the PSV season and Copa America this summer. I want to talk through today some burning questions in the Discord about what this means for the US men's national team. So let's get started. Please, before we do, smash that subscribe button and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read and try to respond to every single comment these days. Let's talk about Sergino Dest. What impact will this have on the US men's national team and their way of playing at Copa America? I think Massive doesn't even start to cover this. Dest might not have been the flashy headline grabber every week like Pulisic or other goal scorers, but he brought a distinct flair and tactical flexibility to the squad that's tough to replicate. His role was less about the spotlight moments and more about the subtleties that give a team its rhythm and identity. When you think about what this means for the US men's national team and their style of play, you're looking at a whole playbook possibly being redrawn. Dest's ability to push up the wing, his comfort with holding possession, and his knack for linking up play between the midfield and the forward lines help define the team's dynamics. Without him, not only do we lose those traits, but you also lose the fear that he instills in the opponents, and especially what I think is really critical is how the opponents had to plan specifically to counter Sergino Dest. Will Triple G and the staff shift to a more conservative style? Will they rely more heavily on the midfield to carry the creative burden? Or perhaps lean into a more straightforward, less dynamic attacking strategy? In essence, this isn't just about losing one player, it's about losing a particular set of skills that were integral to how the US men's national team presented itself on the international stage. The ripple effects of this could be seen in less fluidity on the attack, potential vulnerabilities on defense as new players adjust to the position, and perhaps a more predictable game plan that opponents could find easier to manage against us. The word impactful might be the understatement of the season. This team has not only lost a key player, but also needs to rediscover its identity, which is no small task with big games on the horizon. So who replaces Sergino Dest at Copa America? Who plays right back? Joe Scally, I think, is the obvious backup, but there are some reservations. His performances have been inconsistent, to say the least, with both the US men's national team and Borussia Mönchengladbach. Recall that his last appearance for the US against Jamaica, he was responsible for a defensive lapse and got substituted at halftime. Given this, there's pretty understandable hesitation about his readiness to take on a starting role in such high-stakes games. Timothy Weah offers a pretty intriguing possibility, I think, drawing from his days at Lille, where he was successfully filling in as an emergency left back. Weah could adapt to the right back role, and now with Juventus, he does occasionally play as a right wing back in a 3-in-the-back formation, which aligns with this idea. So I think positioning Weah as right back could also free up a spot for Gio Reyna on the right wing, which maintains our MMA midfield trio of McKennie, Musa, and Adams. I think Weah's attacking prowess and ability to mimic some of Dest's best attributes make him a really interesting choice. Next up, we have Weston McKennie. He seems like the most solid choice for me just due to his physical presence and tactical intelligence, but moving him to right back could dilute one of the US men's national team's core strengths, which I think is its midfield. I think because the synergy and the chemistry of the midfield is really crucial, disrupting this balance might carry significant risks, and so for that, I think that one last option is Chris Richards, and he stands out to me as a really strong candidate, especially against the top-tier competition at Copa America. I think he's honed his skills as kind of a center back, right back hybrid since his time at Bayern Munich, and Richards has experience recently with being a right back at Crystal Palace. This is one area that I think is really important to hone in on. He offers some tactical flexibility here because he can become an additional midfielder in possession like he has with Crystal Palace when he's played at right back. I think each option brings a little bit different of a dimension to the team. The decision will likely hinge not just on the player, but also on how each one's style can integrate into the overall strategy that we're going to bring against each opponent. Chris Richards, with his defensive stability and tactical versatility, seems particularly suited, I think, to this level of competition, which for me makes him the top choice in the crucial matches ahead. Now, last question is, are the US still serious contenders as a top team without Sergino Dest? And let's be real. Without Dest, the team's prospects at Copa America look significantly dimmer no matter how you looked at it before. If the notion before his injury was that the US men's national team was kind of hovering on the edge of being contenders, his absence now might just tip us over into the realm of underdogs. I think his unique skill set and his role in the team's dynamic are not easily replaceable at all. And the right blend of tactical acumen and individual brilliance that he brought to the pitch really helped to elevate the team's play on the international stages against the biggest teams. So for the US to remain competitive at a high level without him, it won't just be about luck, but that really wouldn't hurt. We're going to need a lot of it. It will need a standout performance from whoever steps into the role, whether it's Joe Scally rising to the occasion despite recent form, whether it's Timothy Weah adapting his game to a more defensive role while maintaining that attacking threat, or maybe Chris Richards leveraging his versatility. Someone will need to exceed the expectations that we have for them. Moreover, I think it's not just about filling Dest's shoes. The entire team needs to elevate their game now because cohesion, tactical discipline, and perhaps a shift in the game strategy will all be critical to us winning. The coaching staff will need to devise a plan that maximizes the strengths of all the available players and minimizes the tactical gaps left by Dest's absence. So what do you guys think? Who should replace Dest at the Copa America? Does this leave the US with very little in terms of the ability to get it done and win a trophy? Let me know down below in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time on the channel. Peace.